This is the first of three reflections under the heading of Now. In each of these reflections, I will take a scriptural passage, a major scriptural passage, and reflect on it. By way of introduction to the overall theme, the basic idea is, and it comes very strongly through divine revelation, that the now we experience is a place of encounter, potentially. A place in which we not only encounter the living God, but where we actually become part of the eternal reality. So that the now of our finite lives, our temporal existence, is really a doorway into the infinite and the eternal. A place in which we can experience God in a very powerful way. The first text I would like to reflect on very briefly is that of Exodus chapter 3, verses 1 through 15. It's a text we're all very familiar with, I'm sure. Moses is minding the sheep and goats of his father-in-law Jethro. He's on Mount Horeb. He walks along and encounters a burning bush. Hears a voice, "Take off your shoes. Moses, you are on sacred ground." I take this as a call to us all the time. Take off your shoes. Every experience is an experience of sacred ground. Take off your shoes is an invitation to let go, to let down the defenses. The greatest enemy for us becoming human is not out there, but in here. It's the yearning to be in control. And in order to have that fiction realized in our lives, we must erect a lot of barriers and defenses. The shoes that Moses is asked to remove are symbols of these barriers, these defenses. Take them off. Be where you are. Be who you are. Be in the now. Pay attention. From that context, God asks of Moses to lead the people, to be a witness to him. Moses is resistant. He doesn't comprehend. He might have taken off his physical sandals, but there's still a lot of defenses that Moses is wearing. And God promises Moses, "I'll be with you, Moses." The most often repeated statement, promise, reassurance in the Bible is, "Don't be afraid." It is stated in many different ways and is implicitly there all the time. And it's based in this revelation. I am with you. I am there. This moment, this now, is where you can meet me. Whilst ever you're looking into the future, worried about the past, anxious about how things are going to unfold because you may not control them, you're going to miss the burning bush of your life, the place of encounter, the place of revelation, the place of entry to the eternal now. Moses then wants to know who is making this promise. Who is going to be with him and the people? So he says, "Who are you?" And God answers in a way that is no answer, in fact. Not a revelation anyway. I am who I am. At the risk of being rude, we might say God is saying, "Moses, mind your own business, just trust me. I'll be there as who I am. Shall I be there?" This will be a constant challenge, not just for Moses, not just for the people of God of old, the first Exodus, but the people of God in the second Exodus in Jesus, for you and for me today. Can you live with mystery? It is a key to living in the present moment, as distinct from being jammed between the past and the future, being anxious about being in control. And that, don't ever forget it, that is the key obstacle to our becoming fully alive, fully free, for our humanity to blossom. It's the yearning to be in control. We can see it manifest in Adam and Eve. We might say it constitutes the essence of the original sin, to wrest control of our existence from God. We will become as gods. That is another way of saying we will be in charge, we will be in control. And in the case of the story of Adam and Eve, we will be in charge because we will know what is right and what is wrong. We'll organize it. God is saying, don't think like that. I am who I am, and I'll be with you. Don't be afraid. I'm everywhere. I'm with you in every moment of every day, in every circumstance. If you listen, you will hear me saying to you in so many different ways, let me love you into freedom. I would suggest that is the only thing God asks of us. God is not wanting us to do spectacular things. Once we encounter, once we taste this God who seeks to love us into freedom, the rest will tend to follow.